All right, first off, this is good news and this is bad news when it comes to this. So first off, the good news is this is going to be a great matchup, bro. I mean, you got Pittsburgh versus Notre Dame, right? Two really good teams. Like I said, a lot on the line for Pittsburgh, who was number 24 in the CFP. They just moved up to number 22 in the AP poll. Notre Dame's obviously a team. Some feel like they shouldn't be in the spot that they're in, but I think they took their lumps on early in the season, lost to some really good teams, and they're a formidable football team. But they go into a raucous environment. Mason Heischel's been playing well as a true freshman, taking over, obviously, for Pittsburgh. They got a good running game with Desmond Reed. Defense plays complementary football. They're one of the better teams in the country. And remember, this team started 7-0 last year with Eli Holstein. They're pretty good, right? So I think this is a really good matchup. And a lot of people are saying they got bullied into this matchup. And the reason they got bullied is because, obviously, ESPN always goes to the big primetime SEC premier matchups. They don't always do ACC or they don't always do Big 12. They just did that last week, obviously, in Lubbock, Texas, with, obviously, BYU and Texas Tech. And remember, I don't think they wanted to do the big one this weekend, which is Texas and Georgia, because it was just in Georgia, obviously, at the start of the season, earlier in the season when they played Alabama for College Game Day. So I think they wanted to obviously switch it up. The bad thing is this affects Georgia Tech fans and obviously them, because when they play Pittsburgh in a few weeks, this is big. Because remember, this doesn't count against the ACC. So regardless if Pittsburgh wins or not, right, they're going to still be in that race for an ACC championship crown, right? This does affect them, however, in the CFP because this is a quality win they can add to their resume. But for Georgia Tech, the potential of having College Game Day on your campus at the end of the season or towards the end of the season, playing Pittsburgh, likely going to be probably a primetime game, and it's a marquee ACC matchup. Georgia Tech will be ranked. Pittsburgh will likely be ranked, you know what I'm saying? And it makes for probably one of the better matchups of the season we've seen in the ACC, humbly speaking. So it does obviously throw a wrench in that. And obviously I think, this still be a good game for sure. But I think at the same time, it throws a wrench in some of the other ones as well. Like I said, there's a few ways you can go. You can go like really Oklahoma, Bama, Texas, Georgia. Obviously, this is a pretty good one in Notre Dame and Pittsburgh, but definitely tough to say the least, with this decision. But I like it, though. I like Pittsburgh being in the limelight, but the likelihood of them going Pittsburgh this week and then obviously Georgia Tech next week, the likelihood of them having Pittsburgh twice doesn't seem too likely. So I'll probably go somewhere else, obviously, next weekend, to say the least, man. But I think it's good for football, man. You got to switch it up. You got to make it fun. And you got to highlight everybody. ESPN does do a good job of that. But I'm just saying, when it comes to College Game Day and the great job they do with their show, the 9 and 12 o'clock, obviously, every Saturday morning, you want to give everybody the limelight. You know what I'm saying? So I love it, man. It's going to be a good matchup. Two really good teams. I'll break it down even more on my show this week. But this is a must-see matchup, man, with two elite teams with college football implications, college football playoff implications, to say the least. Like, who wins this game, you're going to be in a pretty good spot. And who loses it, you're probably likely going to either be out or you're going to have a lot of stuff go your way in order to go in. So I like the decision. It's going to be fun. Acrisure Stadium, first time in Steel City in 20 years. That's what we want to see, though. We want to see ESPN go to spots like that. Places you ain't been in over 20 years, 30 years, and the team is back up. The team is playing well. That's what we want to see. So I love this for college football. Should be a good game.